I recently published a video explaining that I can't choose the Fujifilm X-S20 as my main camera because of the stabilisation issues, and also the autofocus is better with the competition. My choice fell on the Sony a6700 or the new ZV-E10 Mark II when I compared the cameras in this video. Some comments I got is that I had the settings all wrong, so I felt the need to redo my tests even if I'm still skeptical whether this will work or not. These viewers were perfectly happy with the 7-stop IBIS, and that's all fine, but I usually do panning shots very close to an object and not of landscapes or anything. This is what I do.
Underground, so she make it shake. Now she wanna tiptoe and she want it all day, You know what I mean, Yeah, we the Gene T. She said she from the.
Even with the gimbal, I still need to stabilize some shots in post. I don't want to bring a bulky and rather heavy gimbal with me on my rides, and I'm thinking it's 2025. Surely we come somewhere when it comes to stabilization in regular cameras too. On recommendation from a Fujifilm rep, I had these settings in the X-S20 in my last test. IBIS was on and I had a stabilized lens too, digital stabilization because why not, and finally I had something called IS boost mode set to on as well. I have no clue what IS boost mode is, but who am I to question this splendid function, whatever it does. The result was the worst stabilization I've seen in a long time in any camera. And in the comments, a couple of viewers told me that the different functions fight each other and makes the image choppier. I should test IBIS only, so that's what I'm going to do. I head off to my local camera store and ask if I can do a few tests inside the store. The camera has a stabilized lens and it isn't possible to turn OIS off. The only option I have is IBIS plus OIS, but everything else is turned off. It does look a lot better now, but it's nowhere near as smooth as the shots I took with the Sony ZV-E10 Mark II. The downside with the Sony camera is the 1.33 times crop, which is quite a lot, but I guess I can live with that or get the a6700 instead. I've heard from 2 persons now who works in the industry that I should fix my stabilization issues in post when it comes to this camera. I don't want to add that extra step to my workflow unless it's absolutely necessary. And again, it's 2025. I shouldn't have to put up with bad stabilization. I'm sure this camera is absolutely fine when it comes to slow handheld panning over a landscape, for instance, but for tighter shots, I still don't think this is the best option for me. Reliable autofocus is also important, which leads me to the decision as to why I'm going for Sony in the end. My camera is first and foremost my work tool. When I'm doing bike reviews or paid content, I need the thing to work. There's no room for charming quirks or having to introduce extra steps to my workflow. I can't get my shots again if I miss some bloody setting that screws everything over for me. If I was to buy a camera for private use, I would most likely choose the X-S20, since it's a fun camera and I do like the colors that it produces.